I had a friend once. Yeah, just the one. Got that in there before you did. How many do you expect? How many is enough? One was enough for me. One proper friend, that is, as opposed to anything that passes by a similar name. His name was Aiden, is Aiden. We knew each other from infant school, same class, right up through the academic years, right up until leaving comprehensive, but we only really clicked in our 15th year. I recollect the exact moment. One night, we were hanging around on the street corner, our other mates having gone home, and under the amber street lamp, before taking his leave, he says, "I like you, Sean. You're so mature." I was in raptures. Went home with a spring in my step. It was, quite simply, the best compliment he could have ever given to me at the time, and I've never forgotten that moment. Never will. We were best mates ever after. Inseparable. The friendship had its ups and downs, sure. We'd argue, fall out, but not for long, and always forgive each other our faults and foibles. It's what friends do, isn't it? And we'd share our intimacies. No subject off limit, like nothing. And always kept it between ourselves. I was there for him when his mum died. He was there for me when my dad passed. We were tight. So tight. He was like the brother my mother never had. Yeah, we were best mates right up to our mid-20s. Then he met this woman. He was mad about her. She was 10 years older than him, and had a bit of a shady past by all accounts. But she made him happy. We were all keen to meet her, but she wasn't keen to meet us. If he was mad about her, she was just mad jealous, and then he just disappeared. I tried to keep in contact, but the call of his loins was more important. I understand. He loved her. I get it. Sometimes you just have to let go. Friendship, eh? Not something men discuss. Too rare. Too painful. I hate it when blokes say, "I've got loads of mates." I don't mean to denigrate matedom. It's a level of friendship. It has value. But how many mates would be there when you actually need them? Like, seriously. Oh, and don't get me started on those blokes who say, most of my best friends are women. Elementary, Sherlock. You know why? Because women listen and care. Men will just try to fix you and flip you off if you don't take their sage advice, or just dismiss you as a miserable bore if you dare to drop the mask. Massive generalisation, but there's truth in generalisation. The worst, though, the absolute worst, is when blokes say, "My wife is my best friend." No, they are not. They are your wives. It is a sacred and singular relationship, but no, friendship requires work and vulnerability. Women shouldn't have to be the only ones to put in the work and vulnerability. Sort your lazy backside out and make an effort. Or be lonely. Your choice. Wisest words I ever read. If you want a friend, be one. I got a call on my mobile earlier as I was coming out of the gym. I didn't recognise the number and I wasn't going to answer, but something made me pick up. And this voice says, "Do you know who this is?" I says, "Yeah, I know who this is." Aiden had got my number from my mum. She's kept the old landline, bless her. He told me his missus had come home from the office the night before, told him she'd been banging the boss, was leaving, packed a suitcase, said she'd send for the rest of her stuff, closed the front door, and put a key through the letterbox behind her. He was heartbroken. He cried a lot, understandably. I haven't heard him cry since his mum died. Said he'd been going over and over in his mind who he could turn to. Seems it was me. He's coming round shortly. I'm expecting a long night. got plenty of beers in. 10 years of water under the bridge. A lot to catch up on. Like I said, I had a friend once. His name is Aiden. I've still got him. And he's still got me.